Hi guys, so it's that time again to do an update for my project Pan Those Eyeshadows. If you saw one of my other videos doing the roulette pan collab project, I mentioned that I might just give up on this one. I decided not to, reluctantly, because I feel like I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I am not rolling anything out at this point in time because I did not hit pan on any of these shades. So if you're here to see that, you might as well click off now because it's not gonna happen. But I will just go over again quickly which ones I'm working on and we'll talk about that. So I have two from the Sephora Color My Life palette that I'm still working on, which is this shade, this matte black shade that just won't die, and this very, very pale kind of like turquoisey blue shade that's like very light. As you can see, no pan. They're continuing to remain in the project. This is why I'm like feeling very defeated, like I want to quit this, but I've decided I'm just going to continue even if the updates are boring because there's no progress being made. But we're just going to do it. I mean, if no one watches, no one watches. It's not a big deal. Next one's the Milani Gilded Noir palette in the shade Gilded Noir is the next shade I've been working on. Again, no pan, staying in. I have two from the Too Faced holiday palette from 2015. Actually, was it two? Did I have two? Or three shades from here? Well, one of them is Daylight, I think it's called. Or is it, sorry, Dream Light. It's this very dark brown right here. There is a dip in there. It's getting there, but like I haven't hit pan on it yet. And, oh yeah, the other shade was Vintage Lace, which is this big pan right here. Again, been working on it, but I haven't hit pan on it yet, so those are both staying in the project. At least those ones are a little bit more like promising because they're usable colors. This one is the Urban Decay Ammo palette, and I've been working on the shade Grifter, which is this purple shade here. This one's difficult because I love purple, as you guys know, and I have a lot of other purple palettes, and they just perform better. I think because this is such an old palette, it's just kind of lackluster now at this time, just because, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't have, the formula is not good anymore. It's really old, so I'm not surprised. Like, I got this way back in the day, so. Next is the Gingerbread Spice palette in the shade Frostbite Me, which you can see there is a dip in there. And the reason for that dip in there is because this shadow sucks, man. Like, the more I use it, the more I hate it because it's so flaky, like chunky flakes of whatever's in there. And it just doesn't adhere well to my eyelids. It's either like just big flakes come off of it all the time, and it's so sheer that like it's almost useless like as an eyeshadow color. I honestly feel like it would be better as a highlighter, but it's too chunky to be a highlighter. So it's just a weird shade. I'm not enjoying it. If it weren't in a panning project, I would never touch it, honestly, which is why it's making this project so difficult for me. I'm still going to keep going at it because I do have a pretty substantial dip, but that's only because I feel like you have to build it up and build it up and build it up, and so much of it just flakes away. So I feel like that might mean that it'll be out of here soon, hopefully, because I hate it. And I love this palette. It's one of my favorite palettes, and all the other shades I don't have this problem with. It's just that one shade that happens to be the one that I'm trying to pan. So that's where that's at. And the last one is the Cleona shadow in the shade Fog, which is this one here. As you can see, there is a dip a little bit, but they're such big pans. Cleona's has the 26 millimeter pans or whatever, which are quite large compared to like the pans in the other palettes. So I guess that doesn't really matter if I focus on the same area. I could still hit pan on it, I guess. But yeah, this was a really boring update for you guys. I'm really sorry that I don't have more exciting, you know, progress to show you. But that's just the reality of it, is that a lot of these shades are not my favorite to work with. So I struggle to reach for them because I just don't really want to. That's the truth of it. I'm going to keep going because I do, you know, some of them are not terrible, and I'm hoping to roll them out next. I'm hoping to get at least one new shade next time, because that's what makes this game like kind of fun, is like getting to switch it up every month. And when you don't get to, it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's boring. It's really boring for me, and it's boring for you guys. So I'm going to keep going with this challenge, but if you're into like seeing a lot more progress being made, I would suggest maybe following some of my other pan projects, just because like the roulette pan collab, for example, like they give you a list of categories and then you get to choose from within that category. So that one is a little bit better. I feel like I can choose things I actually enjoy using a lot more, so I'm reaching for them more often, and as a result I'm panning them quicker, and you'll get a lot more exciting updates from those ones. This is just kind of, I'm still working on this project, but if nobody wants to watch it anymore because it's so slow moving, I totally get it. I'm really only recording it for my own self now at this point to track my progress, but it's not very interesting, so it is what it is. Sorry to give you guys such a lackluster video today, but that's about all I have for you. I do post a video every single day though, so if you're not already subscribed, please click the subscribe button, and then you'll get to watch my less boring videos on a regular basis. And so I will see you guys in the next one tomorrow. All right, bye guys.